Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome to Chained Echoes, Episode 0. I don't usually do an Episode 0, but for this game I felt like I needed to. This is a JRPG. It is a game that's very nostalgic to games like Final Fantasy IV or Final Fantasy VI. You've got a big party, you explore the world, you start out by killing rats, and by the end of the game you're killing gods. Um, and yeah, kind of a fun game to go around and explore. But it has its flaws. I'm not necessarily sure that I would recommend this game, but I'm saying that after I've played through. Let's see, if I go in here, I did eventually finish the game, 71 hours and 36 minutes to get to the ending. So I played a lot of this game, and a lot of it's good. But there's a few parts that are bad. And so I just wanted to give you all a preview just so you come in with the right expectations. This was a game that was mostly developed by one person over the course of a few years. So kind of incredible in terms of just like its size and scope in terms of all the stuff that you can do in this game. But yeah, being developed by one person also means that I think some things just weren't very well tested or well designed. So yeah, a few of the flaws were like the autosave system was sometimes unreliable. And so eventually, like once I discovered that, I ended up doing like a few manual saves during every play session and every episode, just to make sure I wasn't going to lose progress. A lot of things weren't tutorialized. There's on the screen that says P, view buttons. I was playing with a keyboard. And one of the things on the screen is Q to flee from battle. That doesn't appear on any of the battle screens. And so I never fled from battle because I didn't realize that that was a thing. Because I think I looked at these buttons once at the beginning and then just kind of forgot about them. And not that I'm the type who flees from battle all that often anyway. But there were a few places where it would have been useful. There's a number of things like that where there's systems in the game, like whether it's like buttons or just like how you spend skill points to upgrade your skills that just are not explained or tutorialized. And so like I spend like the first quarter of the game kind of being underpowered because I'm not like leveling up my skills. Um, and yeah, there's a lot of systems. The battle system and like it has like an overdrive system that you'll see for battles. That's actually pretty interesting. That's kind of like a cool novelty. In general, like the battle systems were good, the fights were good, the boss battles were good, and a surprising number of battles were kind of just on the tipping point to where if you played them well, you would win the fight, and if you didn't play well, you'd lose the fight, which I appreciated. Um, and it has a good story. The writing sometimes has bad language, which I don't voice, but it's not all that common. And also, it was a very confusing story, at least in the first third. It kind of like comes together in the middle and towards the end. And then at the very end of the story, it kind of falls apart again. Um, for the most part, I end up kind of liking the story, but it's a little all over the place. But what I really enjoy is once you get into the middle of the game, it's a big open world. You can go find more people to recruit into your party. There's lots of different places to explore and find treasures and do side quests and feel like a completionist. Um, and I was just itching and in the mood to play another JRPG. I haven't played one in a few years on the channel. And I do my usual things in terms of editing out. Like, if I end up on I'm exploring to find something and I spend 20 minutes and don't find it or whatever, like, I edit that stuff out. There are some repetitive battles, and so if it's like a battle that you've already seen me win a few times, like, I'll edit that out in order to kind of like keep the story moving in terms of how the episodes go and different things. Um, but yeah, it's a little bit of a mixed bag, and occasionally I will get frustrated. Usually, I try to keep things in my episodes positive, um, and so I was a little bit of two minds in terms of airing the series. But I mean, I played 70 hours of the game or something, and got to the end and recorded it all, so I ought to air it. So I just wanted to kind of like have that disclaimer up front. So yeah, if you're into a game, kind of like Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy VI nostalgia, but in a little bit more modern kind of like setting and game design, then look forward to it. And I will see you soon.